Good morning, my dear students. I'm going to explain to you the past simple and how it is going to be formed, what are we going to use it for, and so on, okay? The past simple is usually going to be used in order to talk about things that happened in the past, okay? Things that finished already, okay? They don't have a continuation, they are already over. So how do we make the simple past? The verbs are going to be divided into two different groups. We are going to have regular and irregular verbs. The big majority of verbs in English are going to be regular. But there is a list that I'm going to put in the chat in the description of the video in order to explain to you which are irregular. But again, you are going to look at the list and the ones that are not in there are going to be regular. And the regular verbs are going to be divided into three different groups. The first group is going to be verbs that finish in E, and you are going to simply put a D. So for example, the past of live is lived, liked, loved, practiced. The second group is going to be verbs that are going to have the termination or the suffix of the past as ed. So you're going to say work, worked, entered, knocked, destroyed, prayed, and stayed. Then we are going to have group number 3, which are going to be verbs that finish in consonant plus Y. If you notice here, it is different. This is a vowel, Y. Vowel, Y. But in here we have consonant plus Y. So what do? In this case, you are going to erase the Y and you are going to add an I. So you say, for example, studied, copied, partied, tried, carried, applied, identified, worried, and married. But then, how do we form the rest? So you are going to use subject, verb, and complements. For example, I worked at XC University, or you entered a bank, or she sat on a chair, or he lived in Suacha, or it slept all day, or we did homework, or you listened to me, or they wore clothes. But these are going to be positive sentences. Why is the past simple so easy? The past simple is really easy because we are going to have an auxiliary. The auxiliary is going to be used first to accompany the negation. Remember, I cannot leave the negation alone. I cannot say this or this. I cannot say, oh, I not work, or you not enter, or I not worked, or you not entered. It's not possible. So the auxiliary is going to be used first to accompany the negation. And then you are going to conjugate the verb. And the auxiliary is going to be used both in the negative sentences and interrogative sentences. Did she sit? Did it sleep? Did we do? Did you listen? Did they wear? Like this is going to be the past simple. Why is it so simple? Because when you use the auxiliary, if you notice, the verb is no longer conjugated. So you say, I worked, I didn't work. You entered, you didn't enter. She sat, she didn't sit. He lived, he didn't live. It slept, it didn't sleep. Then in the questions you are going to have, she sat, did she sit? He lived. It slept. Did it sleep? We did. Did we do? You listened. Did you listen? And they were. Did they wear? Like that. Okay, so this is going to be the past simple. In the description, you are going to have a practice exercise.